I just won a bid on a bulk lot, so I thought I would take you all through the pictures today since you all seem to like that. As always, there were not great photos, so there were 6 pictures, but they really only took them of the top of the lot, so this won't be a super long video because there's not a ton to see, but I did want to show you all why I purchased this lot. It is 14 pounds, looks to be mostly 80s, maybe 90s Lego. So yeah, let's get started. This was the first picture of the lot. So right off the bat, I will say when I first saw this lot, I missed this entirely, this monorail piece, and there's one there as well. But you know, immediately saw all of these light gray base plates, which look like, you know, there'll be some road plates, maybe some plain light gray base plates. So I saw that. Then I saw the monorail piece. Then based on this lower part, this base plate here, I realized that it is the Futuron monorail, which is the monorail I have. You know, obviously I'd like to have more than one version of a monorail, but anytime you can get a lot that has monorail pieces in it, I'm not going to pass that up. Had I not already owned the Futuron monorail, I might not have realized immediately that this base plate here is the Futuron monorail, just so you all can see it if you're not familiar. Futuron monorail transport system. So it didn't have these giant dome pieces, aren't on there, but that is the configuration underneath. Right off the bat, we're like, okay, this is a good lot because it has monorail pieces in it. I'm hoping for more monorail pieces underneath what is visible here on the top. We'll just hope for the best. So right now, I think only these 2 pieces here are the only 2 you can see. The next thing was this shell section here. The shell pieces, this piece right here, and then, of course, we don't know exactly which of these base plates are which, what those will end up being, but that combination of parts led me to believe that, what is it called, like the Victory Lap Raceway or something like that. I should know it. It's a double base plate set. Let me look up that piece. It's probably the easiest way to find it. Oops. Oh my gosh. I can type, just not well. So, oh, Victory Lap Raceway. Okay, I did have it. I was gonna see if there was a closer picture, but hoping that that set would be in there. That would be amazing. I've always loved that set. It's a beautiful set from 1988. The only other options really are like this Dactus set, which, I mean, obviously it could be. There's a lot of gray base plates in there, but that seems less likely. Deep Reef Refuge, also because of that set being from 1997, I don't think that's it either, just based on what it looks like in that lot. This set only has two of those white pieces, 2 of these in it. So, I mean, obviously it could be that set, but I just feel like it's going to be this one based on the shell. You can see very small, but it has the shell pieces in there, the base plates, and then we could see a couple of those white pieces. So that is my hope that that set would be in there. Let's see what else. If there's anything else on this first picture. I am curious for this piece right here. The only set I have that has this piece is the Public Works Center. I don't know the dimensions on that piece, so can't look it up easily. This is how I look up most pieces, is I remember it from a set and then I go find it in that set. So that's what that piece looks like to me, this one right here. Only in 7 sets. 7 sets between 1968 and 1981. I definitely feel like this lot probably won't have anything, you know, after maybe the early 90s, but it's looking like mostly 80s sets. It's like a train set. Another train set. That's cute. Oh man. If it was Main Street, you know, we do have a lot of light gray base plates. Main Street is a set I have always wanted to get. My brother had the remake of this set that came out, I guess, during the Legends era. So that would be, I think, if I could pick one set, it would be this one. It could be another Public Works Center. I mean, the time definitely lines up. So we'll just have to wait and see. That I'm, you know, as far as mystery sets in this lot, that would be just unbelievably amazing. And since there are so many light gray base plates, I'm thinking it's probably going to end up being either the Public Works Center or Main Street. We will see when we get the lot in. This lot is one state away from where I live, so it's just a matter of how long it takes them to ship it. I will obviously keep you all updated as to when I hear anything. Probably the majority of my knowledge of this lot was based strictly on this first picture. The additional pictures didn't really add a lot of context, but I will go ahead and show you those too. It's just a closer up of the Futuron monorail. I cannot tell. I wish I was this good that I would be able to tell what this very top edge would be. I mean, it says join the Lego Builder Club, I think that's what that says. I'm trying to read it on its side, but I cannot tell if that's an instruction manual, an idea book. We'll just find out when it gets here, though. So that's part of the monorail. I would love if there was an additional working monorail motor. I do have a battery box already, so I wouldn't necessarily need it to have the battery box, but a motor and the wire. If those were in there, I could have a second monorail in my Lego world, and I would love that. That would be so fun to have. I could change where my train track is and maybe put another monorail in somewhere else, but I'm not willing to pay for another motor at this point unless something happens to the motor that I already have. That'd be the only way I'd put the money out for a second one right now, but if there was one in here, I could at least build another train to add to my current monorail. That would be fun too. Maybe do an underwater one that's themed kind of like the Lost Seatron monorail, since I do have my current monorail hooked up between the space section and the Aqua Zone section. So spitballing ideas here. Let's see. Yeah, and that's just another picture of a little bit closer. This might be the Victory Lap Raceway. That might be the instruction manual for that. I can't tell. Not a whole lot more visual in this picture either. I'm also going to hope that if the battery box is in here that they've removed the battery. It's unlikely, but again, I'll hope. I could tell here you can see there is a minifigure part, so it doesn't look like it's been sorted through for minifigure pieces. There's another piece of the Victory Lap Raceway. We do have this great translucent yellow piece down here, which I don't know, again, the exact dimensions on, so it's kind of hard to figure out what that would go to, but generally, translucent yellow plates, it's gonna be classic space. So just get to dream and hope at this point and try and figure out what that could be, what this minifigure could be. Got a little car base here, so just hoping for things to be in pretty good condition. I've seen some yellowing, that's pretty normal, especially a lot of these sets are going to be 40 years old or somewhere they're around, so unless they're kept in complete darkness, it's unlikely that they're going to be completely untouched by the sun. I've already went through this piece. These, like I said, they didn't take the best pictures, but the sets that I hope could be in there were worth taking the risk. I don't know if I said it, but I paid almost exactly $250. It was like $248 and change, and the lot is 14 pounds. We'll see if I got a good deal or if I got ripped off. You never know. As long as the pieces aren't glued. I've only had that happen once, and that was so depressing because there was a partial of the Big Rig Truck Stop, which fortunately I already owned that set, but a lot of the pieces had been glued. They were all unusable and no way to break them back apart. So truest hope is always just that nothing has been glued. I actually had an account on Instagram try to follow me the other day, and that's all they did was sell a special kind of glue for building blocks, and I was so enraged. I blocked them immediately because I was like, you are destroying the entire purpose of Lego and building blocks. It just made me so sad. It's like, not today. So sorry, a little tangent. I still cannot get over that anyone would make that their company's goal. So I think this is basically the extent of what I'm going to be able to tell you guys. I know last time I had a bulk lot, I ended up staring at the pictures for a week and a half and I found some other stuff in it, but I don't think for this one, since they didn't move the base plates enough to see anything else, I just don't think I'm going to be able to tell. This may be part of the domes that go for the Futuron monorail, and I think this is just the underneath side of another monorail piece. I just hope they do a good job of shipping this and packaging this so none of this gets damaged. These base plates look a little yellowed here. This blue base plate looks like it's a printed one, based on how it's coming off the edge here. So usually that's, is it called like Forbidden Island maybe? I should know this. I just added this to my Lego world, you know, since the beginning of the year. Okay, good. I got it right. Yeah, I think it's probably this base plate. Man, that's a tiny picture. I think it's probably just this base plate since it looks like it's printed. I don't know. Are there other 32 by 32 blue printed base plates? Yeah, I can't tell if the underneath side's light gray or blue. I was gonna see if there was any other ones, but I don't think so. At least not that would be in a lot of this age. I mean, Forbidden Island's from the very late 80s, I think, so I don't think anything else is really gonna fit. I mean, these Paradiso ones, you know, they're gonna be 90s, so I think that's too new. I think this is the, yeah, from 1989. I think that's gonna be the only option. I have gotten partials of this set a bunch of times now, so it's pretty crazy. It must have been a super common set, probably went on sale or something, and that's why it's always in bulk lots. You can let me know if you're seeing anything else I'm not seeing. I don't think that's Lego there. I know people enjoy looking through the photos the way I do, so I hope you all enjoyed this. I'll definitely put a pinned comment when it ships. And then obviously there will be a follow-up to show you all actually digging through the lot, unless I open it and I'm like, this is garbage, which I don't think it will be. I like to show you all when these come in. So I'll do a follow-up, and then I'll probably even do a final one where I tell you what the final pulls are and if I actually got any sets out of it, or if I end up parting out the whole thing for BrickLink. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.